I know this is a late video, but hey, I thought I'd rather make a video about this than not, because this is a very big idea that I don't even know has too much merit beyond it, but you know what? Let's just make a video about it anyway, because I just think it's so interesting. So, the big thing about the Vancouver Canucks right now, aside from them losing games and games and games, is the implications of them losing games. Potentially, according to different sources, there might be some consequences to be had with the management depending on how this team performs in their 4-game series against the Calgary Flames. Take a look at this. Elliotte Friedman spoke about this on Sportsnet, talking about the Vancouver Canucks and their stance with the general manager and head coach after their disappointing start to the season. We had a whole bunch of other insiders talking about how the narrative has kind of changed internally, how depending on what happens in this 4-game series, things might be able to change. Well, we do have a new article from the fourth period. This is David Pagnotta, Canucks contemplating general manager change, and if you go over, it talks about how, according to two separate sources, Canucks ownership is beyond frustrated with the team's start, and is considering a change at the GM position. If the team cannot right the ship and this series against the Flames does not go well, I believe, David Pagnotta says, we could see the end of Jim Benning's tenure in Vancouver. It's unclear, according to the article, if Canucks ownership, led by Francesco Aquilini, has sought out a possible replacement for Benning. But it is starting to sound like that process has begun, and exploratory calls are being made. Now, this is the fun part. If the Canucks do go down this road, I'd have to imagine some of the candidates in the running for the Penguins gig would be under some sort of consideration for any vacancy in Vancouver. The list of potential candidates could include former LA Kings assistant GM Mike Fuda, current Colorado Avalanche assistant GM Chris McFarland, and former Toronto Maple Leafs assistant GM Mark Hunter, among others. I would also add, former Canucks goalie and special advisor to the GM in Florida, Roberto Luongo, and former Kings GM Dean Lombardi into the mix as well. Bro, how Vancouver Canucks would it be to have a new GM being paid under the team's payroll? Like Roberto Luongo, dude. The recapture penalty is something that is still up in here and affecting this team. And if it's Roberto Luongo that might be thrown into the mix here, because of course it's just a suggestion that Pagnotta is sending out, oh my gosh, you know? Just think about it. Just think about it, man. This could be the start of the new squad. Burrows is the, assistant coach in Laval in the AHL. Bring him up as an assistant coach here in the NHL. Get Bieksa as an executive on this team. Roberto Luongo, the GM, and get the Sedins in here for a coaching role, baby. Ooh, I'm just kind of letting my mind wander here. But yeah, so, Canucks GM, firings, who knows what happens. Is Roberto Luongo a candidate? Let me know in the comments what you think. It all depends on the next 3 games against Calgary, I guess. I hope you enjoyed this video, and bye.